You probably noticed that gradually the cost of items tends to increase. This is known as inflation. But what exactly does inflation mean? Inflation occurs when not just in one category, but across the entire economy, prices of many goods and services trend upwards over time. What if we told you that the money in your pocket will be worth less tomorrow than it is today? Would you change what you buy? Would you invest your money in the stock market instead of using a savings account? Or would you lose sleep at night? The good news is that most wages and salaries also tend to rise with inflation. This helps people's incomes stay in line with the prices of goods and services they need to purchase. Where it can get complicated and more worrisome is when prices start increasing faster than wages and salaries. This can be especially hard on people whose incomes don't rise at all with inflation, like someone on a fixed income. So, who helps keep inflation under control? The Federal Reserve. We now know what inflation is and how that impacts you. But if it means prices will go up, why do we want it at all? Well, a little bit of inflation is actually a good thing. It means the economy is firing on all cylinders. There are plenty of jobs, and people aren't hesitating to spend their money on goods and services. Inflation can't be left unchecked, though. Without someone watching over it, prices could rise dramatically, possibly leading to rapid and out-of-control price increases called hyperinflation. When this happens, the economy can suffer because people wouldn't be able to keep up with skyrocketing prices. So who keeps an eye on inflation to make sure this doesn't occur? Enter the Federal Reserve and their Center for Inflation Research in Cleveland. The Fed's expert policymakers and economists make sure inflation isn't too high or too low, usually about 2%. They use controls, such as setting interest rates that help to slow down or speed up the rate of inflation. With the help of the Federal Reserve, there's just the right amount of inflation. The economy stays on track, and that orange is a little easier to buy. Want to learn more about inflation?
Simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did.
So to lend to a bank, we simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account that they have with the Fed. So it's much more akin, although not exactly the same, but it's much more akin to printing money than it is to borrowing.
You've been printing money.
Well, effectively.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally.
Flooding the system with money.
Yes, exactly.
And there's no end to your ability to do that.
There is no end to our ability to do